up, Wishers? It is I, DJ Teej, and we are here on WishBus USA. The bus is currently parked near the Ace Hotel. So definitely come by if you guys are near the area. We are currently here because it's the 5th annual Raw Science Film Festival. And we have Sydney here to help me with our interview.
Yes.
Now, Sydney.
Yes.
I hear you're very familiar with our next guest.
I don't know.
So I'm going to let you take the reins now.
That guy happens to be born in September.
Do you remember?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
He might have did something on Sunday morning.
It was Monday.
Was it Monday? Well, we got the lovely person. His name by no other but Sheldon Reynolds, formerly of Earth, Wind, and
Hello. Welcome to the WishBus.
Is that where we are?
Fire. Is that right?
This is a cool bus. I got to tell you that much.
Well, thank you. I did not design it. That's
I
why
thought
it's
you
cool
did.
like this.
I want to speak to the designer.
We're at the right place,
This is the killer place.
the Raw Science Film Festival,
Downtown.
where we got some designers right inside.
Rock and roll.
There we go, to the soul.
And have you been to the Raw Science Film Festival before?
No, this is the first.
So this is another first.
Another version.
Sydney.
Oh, can't say that on radio.
Oops.
Oh, yeah,
No.
you can.
We Dolphin laughed it out.
Oh, dolphin laugh.
Yeah, Dolphin laughed. We're gonna keep it musical here.
This is his first time. We'll just say that.
Okay, so it.
PC, right?
So,
Right.
well, since it is your first time, was there anything you were expecting out of the film festival? Were you expecting to see something in general or specifically?
Well, I have a great desire to write music for films and TV. So
Okay.
I would love to meet somebody who I can do that with and make a joyful noise that hits the world and makes a film sound great.
Definitely.
And in terms of just the whole musical aspect of your whole career, what was one of the I don't want to say hardships, but what was one of the struggles you had, or one of the things as a musician that you felt was very difficult, something you think was a little hard to overcome?
Well, I mean, in the music business, if you're in it long enough, you got a lot of roller coasters.
Right.
There's a whole bunch of them. So to name one we'd be here all night. But the thing you have to do is you have to keep an attitude and belief in yourself that even through the dark times, what you are doing is right. If you believe it and you execute it and keep doing it for the love of music or the love of film or whatever you're choosing to do, don't do it for the money, because the money will come and go. It's quicker leaving than going and coming. But if you believe in yourself and you believe in God and my faith, you will override all the roller coasters.
How have you dealt with that with that group of people? Because definitely you do have fans, that's for sure.
Right.
And there will also definitely be haters, and some may turn into fans, so you'll need to look for more haters. You don't have to look for them. They just come. They just come.
My thing is, I look at it like this. Say it with one word: ignore. Because, I mean, if you're worried about every hater that comes out, you'll never get anything done. And I tend to be pretty busy, so I don't have time to worry about the haters. Because even when I was growing up, there were haters in high school, and haters in junior high and college, and first bands, and there's always a hater.
Always.
You know, and if that's how they spend their energy, then they can spend it alone, as far as I'm concerned.
We don't have time.
So that is the catchphrase we have. We don't got time for you guys. There you go.
Talk to the hand.
I would say, how does the Science Festival compare to the music business? How does science compare to music?
Well, if I can say this right, I've been thinking of it for a few days. Both science and music involve waves, and you know about that.
Yes.
So I wonder, I just put this out there, I wonder if the same waves that are coming from the light sources through the universe and coming through the sounds that we hear are what help us make these songs that come across the waves that like we're listening to now. Because, I mean, you think about it, the waves are going through the whole universe. And we don't know what makes us write these hit songs and stuff like that. But it could be just the right waves coming in at the right time.
Yeah, you got that frequency.
Yeah.
The heart frequency.
Then you have, do you remember?
There it is.
You know.
Go ahead.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all I know.
Oh, no, that's a tease.
Well, I mean, that's all he remembers.
Oh.
That's all I remember.
Do you remember?
I'm old.
So I also read a little bit in your bio that you created a short video. Considering you are also, you said astronomy is one of your...
Yeah, it's my second favorite subject. I did a short video called Images of Life. And it's basically just celebrating the creation and my appreciation for what God has put before us. And I would like to use that to do a lot more stuff like that, because it's very inspirational. It was a really cheesy video because I was just learning how to use all the video equipment at the time. But the sincerity in the whole product is what I want to push for the future.
Okay. And do you plan on incorporating your own music in the videos that you're going to make?
I would prefer, but I'm kind of open with that, because I want the best music, whether it's me or somebody else.
Okay. But let's say you plan on for a video that you're going to make, someone plans to collaborate with you, and you're open to having collaborations also.
Oh yeah, gotta be that. One of my favorite producers is Quincy Jones, and Maurice White, of course, of Earth, Wind and Fire. And one of the strengths that they had is they knew who to call when they needed them. If it was them they did it, they could do it. If it was somebody else they felt would do a better job, they'd call that person.
The right man for the right job.
That's right.
Right.
Skip the
Stay in the
ego.
lane.
Skip the ego. Just get it done.
Right.
Sometimes people worry about the whole ego thing a lot,
Yeah.
especially like younger age. They have this whole ego, but sometimes you
haven't
have
done
to,
it
yeah. You gotta sometimes put that aside when you need to get things done. So,
Get her done.
wishers, get it done, okay? Go throw that.
Get her done. There's a guy that says that, a comedian.
Get her done.
Get her done. What is Behind the Groove?
Behind the Groove is a celebration of sometimes what do we call it?
Unsung heroes?
Unsung heroes that have written great songs and great music and great performances. And we're trying to bring them honor.
Amen.
That's what we're trying to do. Just want to make
Bridging
sure
the gap.
Bridging the gap and, bringing justice in some cases.
Yes.
But honor to the
Real
great
music.
all the work they've done.
Getting the real history from the real music from the real musicians.
The ones who play it before the buttons were made.
Yes. No MPC here.
Ooh.
Right. Good. The buttons are good, but you gotta have some music first.
From the heart.
Right.
Heartstrings.
And
There
then
you go.
translate it
to the
from
right
the heart.
frequency.
Right.
of
Frequency, science,
There
connections.
you go. It's a
And
blast.
one of the things that I have to say, I'm thinking of my daughter, because my daughter was born on the 20th of July, which is the day the man landed on the moon.
Wow.
So it's always a special day for me.
Amen.
I'm just saying that to say hello to her.
Oh.
Here she is. She's listening. I hear her. Did she call? Hello? Are you there? Okay, she's
gonna
talking.
collect.
Oh,
no.
collect. Oh, man. I thought she has a cell phone.
Aspiring musicians, was there anything you could give them, like a word of advice for these young musicians also?
Do music because you love music first. Then learn the business, read, study, whatever you can, so you know what you're supposed to get paid. If you don't see that on your check, then you know something's wrong. But do music because you love it first. That's what creates hits, is the love.
For your daughter, do you have anybody you'd like to?
My son, my wife, all my family, all my friends who have supported me through the good times and the bad. I thank you, and I'm more thankful than you'll ever know.
What's up, Wishers? It is I, DJ Teej, and we are here on WishBus USA. Currently, the bus is parked right in front of the Ace Hotel, so definitely come on by if you guys are near the area. If not, it's okay. I know you're watching on YouTube. So, again, we do have Sydney here.
Okay. Well, every the life and the struggle, and what should they do? What should they look out for?
I think it doesn't really matter what situation you are in. As I mentioned earlier, if you have a dream, it doesn't matter what you have to do and what you have to go through with life. You just really have to go for it. It's all about what's your priority? What do you want to accomplish in your life? What do you want to be in your life when you grow up, and whatever talents you have in there, you just have to push it out there. I mean, it's always going to be a struggle. There's always going to be a struggle. Nothing is perfect in this world. So you have to work on it to get it.
Exactly.
How bad do you want it, I guess,
Exactly.
is what you should ask
You got to do
yourself,
whatever
right?
it takes if
Exactly.
you want to get that.
That's right.
You can't just be
That's
like,
that hit
I
song.
really, really want it right now,
Nah,
and then
you
you
gotta
wake up
grind.
tomorrow, I'm okay.
And want it is different. Like you could say to all, to everybody, oh, I really want this, but where's the action towards that?
That's true. You can't just
'Cause
say you
people
want it.
it, but they don't put the.
They're
The
not
effort.
putting,
There's
they're
no
not putting the
effort
work.
in there.
They want you to help.
That's right. That's
They
right.
want you to do all the work.
Exactly.
But like I said, there's a team out there behind Ciamara, and Ian is doing a great job out there. I don't know if he gets credit sometimes, but I'm gonna say
Yes,
that.
to my husband, I
I'm
couldn't.
gonna give him some credit.
That's right. Yes, he's doing all the behind scene.
I know how it is.
Yes,
It's a team effort.
absolutely. So having all of them, just when you believe in yourself and knowing that you have the whole team believing in you, that's more than enough to actually just go for it. And there's no reason to hold back because you have nothing to lose at the end.
Right.
And actually, sometimes just believing in yourself is what you need in order to have people start believing in you. Because
Exactly.
if you can't believe in yourself, you can't really expect other people to believe in you, right?
Right.
That's
so
right.
it has to definitely start with yourself.
Absolutely.
And I agree with that, definitely what you said, that once you have this group of people behind who's backing you, sometimes that's all you need. That's like the kick you need to go get it.
That's right.
So thank you so much for joining us
Thank
on
you
the
so
Wish
much.
Bus. Did you have any shout outs you'd like to give or any last comments you'd give to our wishers?
Yes, I just relaunched my one of my biggest hit in the Philippines. I've revive it. We call it Revive in the Philippines. So we re-record it. We shoot a fantastic music video. So we just relaunched it a week ago. And if they want to check it out, they can go to www.cmrmorales.com, and it's all available in all music. Digital music sites, and so they can upload it through iTunes and all the music store out there.
Spotify also?
Yes.
Spotify's on there?
Yes.
And will the music video that you guys re-recorded, will it be on YouTube also?
Absolutely.
Are you
It's
going to try
available.
to beat the previous record?
You never know.
In one day,
You never know.
we got the marketing right here.
That's right. That's right. The great team right here.
Well, thank you
You're
again
rocking it.
so much for joining us on the Wish Bus. Sydney, was there anything else you'd like to add?
I would just like to thank you for coming out and joining us today and actually seeing what the film festival is about and learning some more.
I'm excited. Yes, this is the part of the process of trying to, embrace everything that's happening and then just share it to the world. Thank you so much, Wishers.
I do hope you enjoy the film festival.
I'm
Yes.
looking forward to
Since it is your first time.
Yes.
Raw Science Film Festival, the fifth one.
Calling about Raw.
So once again, thank you so much on behalf
Thank
of
you,
the
Sydney.
Wish
Thank
Bus. We
you.
thank
You're
you
welcome.
for joining us. What's up, Wishers? It is I, DJ Teej, and we are here on WishBus USA. And I guess the bus feels a little spacious now that it's only Sydney, I, and our next guest.
Well, our next guest right here goes by the name of Mr. Tony Pizarro.
Hello,
Hey,
Mr.
hey.
Tony Pizarro. Welcome to the Wish Bus. Well, please tell us about how you guys know each other in terms of the whole being a part of the Raw Science Film Festival aspect of things.
Well, Tony right here has written several songs that you might know. Tupac, do you know Tupac?
I do.
Do you know one of Tupac's songs called Dear Mama? Well, Tupac
Educate me.
is probably in the top what, 1-2 rappers of all time? Lyricists?
One of the
maybe?
greatest selling artists of all time.
Right.
I knew that much, guys. I'm just not familiar with song titles.
Oh.
Song titles are not my strong point.
If you heard
So
Dear
good,
Mama, I'm pretty sure you would know the song.
Probably, yes.
If you heard Color Me Bad song, I think she would know that song.
Color Me Bad, T.
Who?
Marie, Ice-T,
Okay.
DMX, a lot of movie soundtracks. Just finished doing some, working with, oh wow, Sharp Minds, I believe it is. HBO show, Sharp Minds. I haven't seen it yet. I was actually just working on the music, so I haven't actually got to see what I actually the music that I contributed to it. But that was like one of the last things I did for TV.
Well, that's good. What else do you do?
I do management. I have an artist, I have a artist that I manage. There's actually a drummer for Dr. Dre. Been working with Dr. Dre, Trevor Lawrence Jr., outstanding drummer. His parents are Motown producers. His father was a Motown producer. His mom was one of the Supremes. Another artist that I'm really proud of that I've worked with since the beginning of his career, since he was about 15, I think he's 24 now, Shamik Moore. They just won a Golden Globe Award.
And I'm going to say something that you guys don't know yet. He won an award tonight here.
Right.
They won an award.
I guess he knew it. He already knew it. He said right.
right.
Oh, no, somebody was telling me, yeah.
Spider-Man won an award tonight right here at the Raw Science Film Festival.
Right here, live and direct.
Live and direct.
Wow.
Maybe we'll get blessed and Shamik will come down and accept the award. What do you think?
Well, actually, he's supposed to be coming down, so
It is.
I guess he'll be here shortly. I just want to give a shout out to my man Spencer Galbraith, one of the hardest working people in the business, Fortune 5.
He was up here
100.
earlier.
Was he?
Yeah, he came through.
Man, I've been looking for him all night. You know, Spencer be shaking and moving.
I know, man.
You know he's somewhere cutting a deal, probably in the back.
Gotta be making that money. You need some of that money, right?
Getting that money.
What tips you could give to these musicians?
Well, first, I just want to say, always as a goal is to be a good producer, is to influence the culture. With that being said, music is a universal language, so you never really have to worry about trying to translate or any of the things that you have to do when you encounter different genres or types of music. I mean, music is music.
Yes.
I mean, we're just talking about sounds and frequencies from the beginning of time. And no matter what you play with the music, other than the words, it's like for instance, you have like a kid, a newly born kid, and as soon as he hears music for the first time, like he gets it, he's moved. And that's one of the beauties of music, that it appeals to all, to everybody.
Yes.
It's a universal language, so to speak.
So just as an additional question, I guess, is when you first think of the Raw Science Film Festival and Behind the Groove, how do you feel these two could be connected? Because I know Behind the Groove is about the unsung heroes.
Yeah,
unsung
behind
heroes.
Your favorite hit song.
Yes.
Well, basically, these unsung heroes, like right here, like Tony himself and Jesse and Sheldon
Yes.
and Suzanne and Richie and Spencer, they've been in the business a long time, so they know what the unsung hero is. They are our unsung heroes. So what they have done is create classic music, real music, and have been a part of the real music. So I would like for them to share their experiences with the youth. and teach the youth on what real music is. I know we said this before, but it's going to be repetitive because basically we are teaching the youth about real music
Yes.
and where it can go today and where it came from and where it's going tomorrow.
All right.
Future. And it has to do with math, technology, of course, because it's the frequencies and the waves and the music that hits your heart. Everybody can feel that heart. It's about love. Every emotion is built into music. You can feel down, you can feel up, you can feel cry, like you're gonna cry, or you want to go hurt something. You want to go fight, you want to go run, you want to go jog, you want to go sleep, whatever. Emotion.
Well, it is a science to it, as far as, you have, the frequency. Like, for instance, you have 440, which most musicians are tuned to 440, but there's also the 432, which is a healing sound, which you have great composers like Bach, Mozart. They really understand. All that music is cut in 432, which is a healing frequency. Like I said, most musicians are in 440, but you have people that really understand the universe and the science of the sound. Whereas, like I said, you use 432, and I think it's 539, which are healing frequencies, which are some of my tricks for making hit songs. Because music is a healing art. And so you always want the music, me as a music producer, you want the music to be healing, but also have a movement. And me as a producer, it's all about positivity. So that's one of the sciences that I'll just lay down as a secret. What frequency, or what is your music tuned to?
There it is. He dropped the mic.
Thank you so much for joining us on the WishBus, and hopefully you enjoy the Raw Science Music Film Festival, or
Yes,
the Raw
yes.
Science Film Festival.
Yes.